So let's get into some news because I've got some fucking articles that are going to blow your mind. You guys might know about this already. It's not like they're big mysteries. I've been collecting these since I knew that I wanted to kind of share this. Um, so check this out. Let me know if you've heard about this one, and certainly we can talk about that. I'm not sure if you are familiar with somebody called Michael Jordan, probably the best player of all time. Well, his son is actually dating um, Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, who has 4 kids with him. Uh, I'm pretty much new to this. The housewives are always on in my house, pretty much, but and I didn't really realize that that woman was even a housewife until not too long ago, where I kind of put it all together. I was like, okay, cool. But check this out, dude. A 48-year-old chick of all the people that could possibly get together, and this is like a heterosexual guy like looking at this from a perspective of like, oh, this is old news to you. This is like the housewives do this. 48 years old, and you decide of all the people to date your ex teammate's son, the level of disrespect, the level of disrespect. He's gonna give him like 10 carats, right? So check this out. Um, they shocked fans, sparked up a romance with Jordan, who's the son of ex-husband of Scottie Pippen's biggest NBA rival. Oh my god. I don't know. Do you guys know about this? Because this blew my mind. I was searching through things and I started looking at that. I was like, that's fucking Marcus Jordan. So they get together. Everything's cool during Christmas, as quoted by her. I kind of went through this article already. And what I found was she's like, nah, 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 everything's cool. Like, when you get down to here, it's like, no, first of all, look at her face. What's going on here? Like, you're a 32-year-old guy. Like, you're the son of Michael Jordan. You're basically a billionaire. You're the heir to the heir, Jordan. You're the heir of heir. Sure. So, I mean, what are you doing with this lady? I mean, sure, love is blind. Who am I to judge? But holy crap, like there are things that you can do that are different and not so close to home. I think this is the definition of pissing where you eat. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about that. That's wild. Did you know about that? Yeah, did you know about that? I did not know that. You must have known about that, Randy. Come on. You watch the Housewives. You know what's going on. You know what's going on. So yeah, that's where that's at. And that was to me that was incredible because holy crap, there are I mean so many people in the world, and you're literally rich. Like, what are rich people thinking? Sometimes I'm like, how's this possible? How is this possible? Anyway, let's hit up the next one. So it'll take me a second here. Boom. All right. Go to Pablo Escobar's hippos. Check this out. So here's another one. We'll let this one in. Swear, no clue. That was shocking. Really, that was shocking to you. That was shocking to me too, as like a guy who doesn't follow like the housewives. I'm like, why are you doing this? And I mean, must have been out of spite. And to finish that up, at the end of the at the end of that article, she's like, "Nah, it's cool. We do stuff like together. We have holidays and shit." I'm like, I'm sure it's fine for you. It ain't fine for Scotty. I want to hear from Scotty. That's fucked up. So check this out. All right. So Pablo Escobar has cocaine hippos, right? Back in the day, I guess Pablo Escobar brought over hippos from Africa to Colombia, and dozens of them are not moving. So they're trying to move them over to India or other places like, what is it called? We'll read it down here. Yeah, mostly they want to get it out to India where they can have a better life. But Colombia's proposing transferring at least 70 hippopotamuses that live near Pablo Escobar's former ranch. Descendants of 4 imported African, I'm sorry, from Africa illegally by the drug lord in the 1980s to India and Mexico. That's it, Mexico, as part of a plan to control their population. I don't think hippopotamuses belong in Mexico. Colombia's just like, get them the fuck out of here. So the so-called cocaine hippos, which weigh up to 3 tons each, have spread beyond the hacienda, which is his ranch. Back in the day, it's about 125 miles away from Bogota. That's dangerously close to cities. These animals have the hardest bite that there are ever. Could you imagine finding a hippopotamus? I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first read this, I'm like, okay, this hippopotamus is a cocaine mule, but no, it was just like Joe Exotic kind of a thing. So, um, just unbelievable. Brought over like in humongous containers, and they're trying to get rid of them because they've become a pest. They've become just something that they can't govern anymore. So I thought that was extremely interesting. That Pablo Escobar is still fucking up. Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, if you go to my Instagram page, Midnight Media underscore TV, you can actually leave me a voice note and I will play it right now on the. Yeah, I will do that. Just like in the last podcast with the married couple, I do the same thing. We come from the same school. So drop me a line and I will, that's part of the interaction. So do that. All right. Cool. So Pablo Escobar is still fucking shit up. So much after he's dead, but that's incredible. I mean, Jesus Christ. Hippopotamus. He just pulled a Joe Exotic, is what he did. He just left him there. Kind of like the Everglades back in Florida. The Everglades back in Florida, like all the drug kingpins would come down and then they would get these like huge anacondas and boas and bring them down and then set them free when they got too big or like they ate their like dog, their chihuahua. And they're like, all right, this thing's got to go. So they like let them go and like they drive them to the Everglades. And now there's like this incredibly diverse ecosystem. I'm not sure if it's sustainable, but I mean, people are fucking going nuts with it. Nuts with it. So there we go. All right. Next one. Check this out. I know you guys are going to like this one because it has to do with the future. The world's first flying bike. This is this week. I'm sorry, last week, March 7th. World's first flying bike hits the market for $500,000, bringing science fiction to life. Let's take a look at that. So that's totally fucking Star Wars. Is that incredible? That is fucking nuts. $500,000. Is that worth it to you? No fucking way. No fucking way. Let's take a look. So, all right. So, a new mode of transportation is in the air. People can barely fucking drive cars, and suddenly we're going to do a flying bike for a $500,000. The 12-foot long Ex Turismo luxury air cruiser, inspired by the Star Wars universe. I knew it. Um, these companies are fast growing. It's going to be like $1 trillion business by 2030, I believe. It's a 661-pound vehicle. Finalist in the 2023 Edison Award, obviously, because you made a fucking flying bike, bro. That's insane. That's insane. So the hover is incredible with that. You get major lift. You look like super cool. Where are you going to fly that once you get it? Holy Jetsons, yo. Are you kidding me right now? The question is, we need one of those. Do you need one of those? I don't know. I don't think anybody needs one of these. No one needs one of these. This is way beyond. I'm telling you, you can't even get people from like the 15 from California to fucking drive right. Are you kidding me? A fucking flying car next to Darth Vader. Literally. I mean, the applications are incredible, right? The applications for search and rescue, for getting people out of buildings. I mean, carrying things, building things. Sure, it's immeasurable. Once you put it in the hands of the population, it's over, dude. It's over. I don't care if you're not going 30,000 miles, in or 30,000 feet in the air. That doesn't, whatever, 500 feet in the air, 100 feet in the air. Is you put two of those things together, they're bound to crash together. And it's just, it's the law. That's incredible. How's it powered? Great question. Let's check it out. So I believe it has turbine engines. So it's designed to draw power from two large central rotors running on a 228 horsepower gas fuel Kawasaki motor. Additional oomph comes from the electrical battery that powers four fans on the vehicle's outer edges to provide stability to the ride. It goes, looks like 50 to 62 miles per hour, which is way too fast to go in the air. I mean, I would be afraid of taking a fucking hot air balloon, much less something that goes 60 miles per hour. Get away from my fan. No, no, no. No, dude. Oh, as quickly as I can. I would be out of there. Yeah. As soon as I got into a fight, anytime, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, you want to start something with me?" Zoom. I'm fucking out of here. You can't fly. You can't fly like me. You don't have a $500,000. Fucking incredible. We're not ready for this. We're not ready for this. All right. So let's really talk about this. Let's really do it. So let's get rid of this. So I don't know if you guys are ready for that bike, but it's happening. 2024 is the desired target for that. I'm not sure who they're going to sell it to. It's probably people who are like flush with money, but like, are they really going to do that? And are they going to like just go? And wouldn't they be afraid of like have like too much to lose? I don't know. There's a conundrum with that thing. Who can afford it? And the people who can afford it, what are they going to do? In a field? You know what I mean? It can only do like 40 minutes of straight flight. I don't know. So that's what it is. Rocksteady, I don't think you can get too far from your family. This doesn't go too far. It does not go too far. So let's take a look at this one. All right, we got to talk about it. I'm not one for gossip, but this is the second gossip one. So check this out. This woman, her name is Candace McDuffie, wrote back on March 4th. She wrote this ridiculously. I mean, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. So why Chris Rock? I'm sure you guys have heard of what's going on here and what happened. Let me take this off. What happened last year when obviously this dude slapped Chris Rock on stage. Now this woman has come to write an article for Yahoo Life that says like he deserved it and he should probably do it again. So basically condoning violence, right? Not to mention that he could have filed charges, had him arrested. Will Smith was out there partying, getting an Oscar, like, went to every party, didn't miss a beat. So it could have been way worse for him. However, this lady says, you know what? He's been putting down black people forever, like black women. Like apparently he's goes beyond to other places where he just harps on like how bad the black race is, things like that. I don't see that at all. So I'm not sure if you guys have seen like the 1 year anniversary of it. I think it was just something to stir the pot again, get more clicks, get more shit. When it first happened, I didn't believe it was real. But let's run with the narrative that it might be, right? Um, so right after the selective outrage special that Chris Rock did, which was incredible, first live Netflix special ever done, and he fucking killed it. He fucked up one joke, but for the most part, he called everybody a bitch. He said you're cucked to this guy who did your wife forever. He's your son's friend. Like what's going on here? But this lady takes it to another level, right? So she says that she rooted for Will Smith her whole life. And then the other day I watched Emancipation. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Chris Rock. He said, I rooted for Will Smith my whole life. The other day I watched Emancipation just so I could watch him get whipped. That was the best. That was the best line in the whole special. But this lady says like she, has been antagonizing women, has always been a part of Rock's approach to comedy. And people on TikTok, people on social media always point that out. I've never heard that. I think it's extremely fair with the guy his dishes out, just like Bill Burr, just like I don't know anybody who trashes on Anthony Jeselnik. All these people, they don't take one race and just put them down. Especially somebody like Chris Rock doing their own race, right? I think he disperses it equally. But for some reason, this lady is having a shit fit, right? And she says that he had that hit coming, and if need be, he'd fucking probably do it again. And people in the comments are just absolutely demolishing this chick. She's like, what are you talking about? You condone. So she says, she backtracks and says, well, it doesn't, it shouldn't take violence. It's like, well, what are the consequences then? Like there's no consequence. He's the one that assaulted Chris Rock. So for a joke, if we start hitting comedians and we start uh, putting them in a corner or afraid to say a joke, it's over. Like it's over. Like this whole woke shit, it's done. So certain places here that she outlines what she thinks that he did, uh, painting women in a bad light with some of his specials and things like that, stand up routines. But uh, I mean, at the end, they just demolish her. Like making a choice to react physically to another person's words shows a lack of control and the crime of assault. Sticks and stones may break bones, but words will never hurt me. This is completely true because you cannot. I mean, this is protected, right? It's first of all freedom of speech. Number two, he's a comedian, so comedians are on another level, another shelf, right? But they just absolutely demolish her because everybody's on I don't know a single person who's on Will Smith's side on this or Jada's. Like is anybody like, yeah, Jada, she's right. Like I never met one person. So yeah, juvenile joke at that for sure. It was. Let's put that out there. Yeah, it was a super juvenile joke. And it was, I mean, GI Jane. Think about it. GI Jane was a great movie at that time. It was an honor to be. Demi Moore killed that. It was a. She was in the military. It was like prideful. It was a fantastic movie. I don't see what. I mean, I don't know. I've personally been ragged on a lot worse than that, and I haven't slapped nobody. So that's where it's at. Uh, Married couple says comedy is a safe place to say where people want to say as long as it's funny, you're good. Yeah. If nobody laughs and everybody's like, ooh, it's kind of like the town square, right? You want to say something super, you know, uneducated, go for it. Somebody's going to correct you, or you're just going to look like an idiot and no one's going to, respond. Same kind of thing, you judge that. I mean, this is not the first time he says that joke. He's been testing out jokes of that. That's how comedy works. It's you go for a year, you test out the material, you weed it out, and then you finally, by the time the special comes, the culmination, it's already been worked out. And I heard that Jimmy Kimmel, to take it a little farther, uh, brought back some pretty devastating jokes that he was going to lay down, because it was like, that memes, the Simpsons memes, like, stop, he's already dead. Like, it's these people wanted to go away, Jada and all these people. I can't wait for them to have another like fucking red talk table. That was fantastic. That was fantastic. I've never seen someone lose their life from their eyes. Let's see, Johnny. It's only appropriate to slap someone for finger licking good barbecue. Fuck yeah, just a whole fucking barbecue face right here. For fucking yeah, that's what it is. Just that's right. Look, in all seriousness, like I know whatever he said in the special. He's like, I can't hit, I can't hit someone back because I was raised right, or I can't fight in front of black. But like, shut up, dude. Like, no one's gonna come up to me, slap me, or try to cock back, have all that time, and then just like it looked like a thud. It didn't even look real. I was like, oh, this is for real. This is not. This is not. They're not really doing this. I don't know. Big conspiracy there, but I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about it being in such a weird place, right? It was in like a different arena, and then like it was really easy to get up for the first year ever. It was really easy to get up to the person getting the award. I don't know. If you put your tinfoil hat on, there's a couple fucking weird things going on there. But